are encouraged.
Coffee with a Dog is live streaming now. My dog is your mind's best friend.
My dog is your mind's best friend.
Wake up, America. You've got a dog that needs walking. That's right, sunshine. Just put on a big pot of strong coffee and get ready to type your little hate mail with your opinions about kumbaya and flat earth insanity. Stand-up comedy? You want stand-up comedy? Well, we've got sit-down comedy. It's time for Coffee with a Dog. You make me laugh.
Gotta be vigilant. Probably started, right? Friday. That. Good. Friday morning. It's Friday, January 17th. I think we're done with this talk studio, Streamlabs, blah, blah, blah nonsense. It's Friday, it's 2025, in case you didn't know what year it is. I'm trying to have a nap. Still trying to have a nap, and it's not working out. So wake up, America. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. No. There's a nap. There's a nap out there with my name on it. Actually, my name is Nap, so there you go. All right. I'm going to go take a nap, and you guys have a show. Today we have a show about focus. I don't know why I named it Escaping the Trap of Pessimism. Kindness and Escaping the Trap of Pessimism. Maybe I was thinking about myself. No, I actually got that from today's author's website. But I don't. Is pessimism a trap? I don't feel like I was trapped. I willingly it's like a S&M thing, right? Well, I'm just saying. I willingly got into the bondage of pessimism, and I kind of like it there. Somebody said that to me. One of the self-help nuts last week said, "I think you're happy there." Happy is not exactly the right word, but meant to be there. Meant to be a pessimist. Anyway, Greg Bennick will be our guest in hour 2. Until then, we're just going to blah, 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 talk nonsense. Greg was scheduled once before. His book, Reclaim the Moment, is about focus. And I think, low-hanging fruit and all, he didn't show up. So there was that. But he might show up today. And if he doesn't, okay. My world is about to change. First of all, let me just say this. Monday is going to be cold as a witch's tit. And I'm not exactly sure how cold a witch's tit is because I've never actually touched one. But I believe they're like cold packs where they can keep your beer cold during the whole football game. But Monday is going to be like that. I have to leave the house Monday to go meet a real estate guy about video. Yes, a real estate guy about real estate guys are hung up on video and pictures, and they're photography, videography nuts. I don't know if you knew this about real estate guys, but listen, they're all making money, and where there's money, there's Matt Nappo kissing ass. That's basically the way it goes. But it's going to be the coldest day in the history of cold days on Monday, and it's also inauguration day for King Shitler shit his pants, Shitler hands, Trump. Anyway, it's time to end the silly politics and just the Democrats really need to lend Trump their weather machine to make it warm on Monday. That would be a magnanimous move. Also, Biden is, according to the idiots I listen to, and I shouldn't listen to idiots, but according to the idiots I listen to, Biden is thinking about pardoning Trump. That would be the final. I'm already. Joe Biden could just go away, just go to the old folks' home, eat your Jello, and shut the fuck up. Because he's talking about all the things he's done, his accomplishment. Blah, blah, blah. He had one job. And that was to lock up Schittler. And he didn't do it. Now Merrick Garland is giving his goodbye, his farewell address, talking about the rule of law. Fuck you too, you spineless worm. You had one job. You let like Bill Belichick run out the clock on you. I don't know why I brought up Bill Belichick, because he's a run out the clock guy. Anyway, listen, we have plenty of new sponsors, and you know about all our sponsors. You know about Opus Clip. You know about Mind Bloom. You know about blah 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 blah. All of them blah blah blah. You know about Sing, minddog.com/sing, and we're gonna have guitar and piano too. Also, I need a nap, but we do have a sponsor. I've kind of been hinting about this for a while. We have a sponsor. Yeah, I'll just show you a picture of it. Right? This is our new sponsor. You go to minddogtv.com/doll. minddogtv.com/doll. Because there will be a little nip in the air come Monday. And so you're going to want to meet Scarlett, I guess. Now, I would like to talk to Scarlett face to face, but as you can see, she has no face. Her head has been chopped off, which is a whole other. I think if you have aspirations to be some kind of serial killer, chopper, or mutilator, maybe this is a training exercise for you. I don't know why the tits are, I mean the breasts, I mean whatever, are kind of tied together with I don't know, Hawaiian Lay's. I don't know, or Lay's potato chips. I don't know. I just don't know. Anyway, you go to minddogtv.com/doll. You could say hello to Scarlett. I'm going to play a little clip here from minddogtv.com/sing, and then we'll meet the gentlemen who are going to tell me why Scarlett has no head.
Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. Yeah.
Yeah. But like that guy, over in the house thinking you're a mermaid and have everybody think you're just a flake. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. In the room right now are Ron the Little Mermaid, Kane, Stephen the Big Fat Whale, Ortiz.
Jeez.
I'm sorry. It's just
The Twink Little Otter, Matt Napo.
just stream of consciousness. And GD the Big Black Bear. Oh, I'm sorry. So
Jesus Christ. 10
nap.
seconds out the door. Go take a nap.
I need a nap.
Good morning, America. MindDogTV.com. Do you want to contribute to meaningful and significant cause?
I agree with the office. I don't
right.
want to. You say
Well,
contribute?
you
Okay.
matter to us because you can contribute meaningful amounts of money to our cause. We need the money.
Good point. Good point. I just want to.
Yeah, that's because you interrupt me so much. I lose my place. So fuck it. I'm not reading anymore. I'm done.
Email anything. Just go to that barcode there.
Okay,
Just
I'm done. I'm done. I'm tired of this shit.
Oh,
You know?
Yeah, drop us a tip. Buy me a cup of coffee for my drive across the country next week.
here you go. This and this will pay for GD's bad mood today if you just go.
I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good fucking mood.
Terrible mood.
All right.
Fuck yeah, America.
Yeah. So Scarlett has no head. I have a head, but nothing less. So
Okay, so I have a question. So I get what a pocket pussy does, But what does the mouth on a sex doll do for you? It's just a hole. It doesn't suck or nothing, right? It's just a hole.
I think it,
Depends on how much money you spend on the doll.
yeah, that's
Oh, okay.
you could get it
So-
with like hydraulic pumps and stuff.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because I feel like if you buy just one of the ones that like GD likes to hang out with, it's just a hole.
See, Steven, you might not know, but back in the covered wagon days when I was in high school, we just used a Hoover vacuum.
Oh, I mean, yeah, we've all done that once.
Yeah. No.
So-
You people are so low class. We used a Kirby.
See, I was a high class bitch. I had a Dyson, so
No, there was no Dyson. Oh, that's you may have had Dyson. See, back in that day, Kirby was the upper crust of vacuums. They were the door to door $1,500 vacuum. Every other vacuum was like $30.
I thought you guys had like the Stanley Steamer guys come by with their big vacuum wagon trucks and come and suck you off through your bedroom window and drive off.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Kirby's were like $1,500, I think.
My grandpa had one. That thing lasted forever too.
Yeah.
He had it till I was like 7. He had it like 20 years before that.
The ball, right? And I'm not sure exactly how that works. It's a ball. It's not like a rumble or whatever.
Well, the secret to the Kirby, and because every other vacuum, if I remember correctly, when it did the suction, the dirt actually went through the motor to get into the bag. And Kirby was designed so that the dirt didn't go through the motor. It went into the bag and bypassing the motor.
So
genius.
Discussion sucks.
Steven, are you filling out your punch card for the hospital? Is that why you're there?
No, I woke up at 3:00 in the morning and I had to pee, and I went to go pee, and nothing came out, and I was like, oh man, it's kind of.
Now, when you say nothing came out, you mean you opened your pajamas and nothing came out your pajamas? Or
no, I went to pee and no pee came out, and I had noticed earlier when I was sexually active that the ejection wasn't normal either, and I was like, this is weird. And when I woke up in the middle of the night to pee, and I tried to pee, it went from just a little uncomfortable to like, oh my god, like my dick's gonna fall off.
Imagine getting an endoscopy at 33 years old. I had mine at 9. That's basically what you're in. What your next option is. The doctors are going to tell you this today. I'm just kind of playing spoiler alert here. They're going to come in with a Black and Decker and say, "Would you like us to get to DeWalt or?"
Yeah, exactly. I have kidney stones that will not move, and they're going to have to remove them. Yeah.
Can't they instead of drilling a hole? Can't they put like an implant or something that like a balloon?
It wouldn't be as much fun.
Well, it's the first time I've had them, so it's not like I've chronically had them. So they're just trying they're trying some meds to see if they can like dissolve them and get them to come out, and then if they're not out by this afternoon, then I have to get them removed.
Really?
But they have me on fentanyl, so it's kind of fun.
You know
what?
what?
They use sound to pulverize them.
Drill, baby, drill. Right?
Yeah, they're gonna drill if necessary. We'll be drill brothers.
Now, are you going to spurt oil out of there? Because
whatever you want, Matt. Whatever you want.
They're going to start it. They're going to start the procedure, and then the battery is going to run out. And it's like, who didn't fucking charge the battery?
You know how a drill, when it gets stuck, and you kind of, and then you just rip it out. Right.
I'm going to see if they'll record it, and we'll stream it on Mind Dog TV live.
I don't know how. It's not so much the drilling of the dick; it's the after the drilling of the dick when you have to take your first piss that is glorious. It's the reward that you've been.
That's kind of what the doctor said. He was like, "We'll make everything pretty numb when we do it." He goes, "But you're not going to feel good afterwards." And I'm like, "Okay."
You're screaming from Indiana all the way to the Giggle Snatch.
It will be heard nationwide.
So, is there a chance you missed the show because your dick has been cut off?
No. I will be out of here no later than Sunday. So
that's what.
Now I know when I got circumcised, they told me no erections for like 2 weeks.
Wait, didn't you do your own circumcision?
No. I had professionals do it.
That's funny.
I know the hardest thing about the circumcision was I had to show my penis to 4 different doctors that I had never met before in like a couple day period. That's the most any strangers have seen my dick. It's like bam bam in like forever.
Wait, but you were a dancer, weren't you?
Yeah, but
Did they see your dick consecutively?
When you're a dancer, you basically wear like a transparent G-string.
What's the point
they
of that?
Touch you, huh?
What's the point of a see-through G-string? Just don't wear anything.
Because of certain rules back then, in certain states, you couldn't have total nudity.
That's weird.
Now, too, it was, huh?
It's weird. It's weird. I tell you.
I didn't write the laws. Okay, I just had to abide by them.
Yeah, I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just saying
it's weird.
We have full nudity for women, but men with the
well, not all places are full nudity for female either. Some of them are just topless only. Some of them are like they'll have like pasties on, but like about half of them are probably like just topless.
Wow.
Yeah, and even in bottomless, it's because the actual sex organ is inside the body with women, but for men, the actual sex organ is hanging outside unless it's taped down or something.
I have Steven's doctor with us right now. He's got something to say about treatment.
Oh God!
Do or if you got to play.
All 3 of them had stage 4 cancer. All 3 of them don't have cancer right now at all. And they had some serious stuff going on.
And what did they take?
Jesus. They took what you've heard they've taken.
Ivermectin.
Fenbendazole.
Yeah.
Wouldn't say it.
Yeah, I'm hearing that a lot.
He wouldn't say it. He goes, they took what you heard they were taking. He wouldn't say it himself.
Dude's a fucking nut job. I swear to God.
What's wrong with him? He's like, something happened. I mean, not that he was ever like a good guy.
He was kind of acting drugged out a little bit on that Rogan podcast. Not gonna lie, I watched about half of it, and there was a lot of like this. Yeah, oh yeah. He was just like all over the place.
If you go to the emergency room on a Saturday night, you will see him chained to a chair, handcuffed to a chair with a cop standing behind him.
Yeah,
I think there was just some things he didn't want to actually say in case there was a lawsuit or something.
Oh, he's he doesn't care.
And here,
why wouldn't he say ivermectin then?
Because he's probably under this delusion that he's on some sort of hit list.
Yeah.
No, I honestly believe he deliberately didn't say it because he thought that he might get some kind of.
Yeah, he's scared for his life.
Mel Gibson controlled his speech. That's what you're saying. At 110 years old or whatever he is, he's my age. He finally figured out how to not say the word because he said far worse than I.
Well, to be fair for Mel, he probably didn't start down that route because he'd start yelling all sorts of words.
He'd start yelling like faggot and N-word.
Here is a quick clip of Mel with Russell Brand at Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, I remember this. I've seen this.
Yeah, and he's just as nuts.
My house is burning down.
You know the pressure that they're getting from home when they're going to stay in the Hamptons. That's what they're going to need. This was coming from an alcohol cousin.
So you can trust me. If I tell you.
See, our guest was here. He just ran away.
Did he really?
Yeah. Probably
had to take his ivermectin.
Introduce him when you guys just hijacked the show there for me. So it's all your.
You know who I really feel bad for is kids that have parents like that, and now they're going to be all.
I feel bad for kids who have parents. Period.
Yeah, me too.
It's like you got a cold, you better take this horse tranquilizer before you go to school.
Oh, you stubbed your toe? Ivermectin, go.
You guys talk since you've already hijacked the show. Just keep going. I'm going to contact Greg and say, listen, don't let the perverts chase you away. Come back.
We didn't even say anything that bad.
I know this is calm.
Yeah, it's not like we were talking about fisting or anal fisting or mouth
Well, here's the
fisting.
thing, though. When we do that, and it's a woman guest, what do they say when they come in? You guys are hilarious. I've been loving listening to you
They
guys.
say hilarious.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
said that they say we're actuarially hilarious.
Wow.
And now
I feel I don't know. I feel something.
well, it's crazy that most of the women that show up are like really cool. They love the vibe. They want to hang out and joke around and have fun and talk. And then we get guys in here and they sit in here for 5 minutes. They're like, "Oh my god, you guys are just too much."
I'm not talking to these idiots.
I think I understand. Understand if you're a woman and you come here, it's like being in Alaska, where there's like 10 men for every woman, and you've got your pick. You're the queen of the ball. Here, they're the queen of the ball. A guy comes in, he's like, "Oh, there's 4 other penises in the room with me." It's a pissing
I don't
contest.
think any woman's coming here to make a decision on guys. I mean, look.
No, I'm not saying they're making a decision. I'm saying they're the queen of the ball.
We have million vanilla old guys on the bottom. We have middle-aged Ron Kane who's happily married, and me. So we're not a good option.
I'm not saying we're options. I'm saying they're the belle of the ball. They're the pretty one. That's why it's like they walk in and they're like, oh, I'm the pretty one. That's it. But another guy comes. Yeah, go ahead, Ron.
I was going to say, speaking of women, a friend of the show, comedian Lana Sable, her Dry Bar special dropped yesterday. So
cool.
If anyone's interested, Lana Sable's new special is out on Dry Bar Comedy.
Oh!
Now, Dry Bar, is that just like a website, or do I need to sign up for that? And then
that I don't know, but it's clean comedy. So if you're looking for an hour of clean comedy, that's what she did for Dry Bar.
Nobody who's looking for clean comedy would even come near this show. If you're a fan of clean comedy, you wouldn't even.
Matt, you're a painter. You should know. Do you only paint in one color? How boring would that be?
I know. Well, actually, I was kind of working in grayscale last night, just in one color, because it's an important. I've been watching this thing on Amazon Prime. It's called "How to Paint."
Oh, that was called hilarious.
Yeah, it's very boring, and the guy knows it's boring. The guy's in a suit and tie. He's a master of fine arts, professor of art, and he's teaching art techniques. And he says basically this is going to be a boring exercise, but it's important to do it. And he was working in grayscale, training your eye and your technique to go from the lightest gray to a dark gray and all the subtleties in between. It's boring as hell, but it's important to do. So on that note, I've seen Bob Ross do completely black and white landscape stuff. I'm going to try one today. So yeah, I can paint in one color, or I think I can. If you think you can, you can. That's the bottom line.
Are you using gray paints, or are you going to be using like charcoal and pencils? And
what you do is you pour a little white, you pour a little black, you mix a little this, you mix a little that, you do a little salsa down his pants, and that's it.
I was doing some drawing this morning. Comforting, it's relaxing.
Yeah. So it appears that we had a guest. We chased him away. We scared him away. The folk. It was "Reclaim Your Moment" is the name of his book. I could probably
tell him he can come back and reclaim his moment.
Yeah. Well, he was supposed to be on once before, and I get because his book is about focus. Focus, guys.
We need focus.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Now, GD is focusing on something. I think it's the news or something.
Yeah, exactly. I'm doing something personal because I wasn't interested in what y'all was talking about. What y'all talking about?
All right. Keep me entertained for the next hour and a half because we have no guests.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right.
L is for the
reach out to Lana. Reach out to Lana and see if she wants to come on and talk about her special.
Yeah, get Lana.
Yeah. Lana.
Are you gonna do that, Ron, or you want me to do that? You can do it.
Go ahead. Go get her. Go get her.
I sent a message to Lana this morning. She's probably busy.
Go, boy, go. I'm sorry. I need a nap. I need a nap. See, I'm having trouble sleeping because
You keep napping all day.
Yeah, that's why. Or I try to nap. It doesn't really work out. I start to, and then I fight it because I know I don't want to stay up all night, and so it's just a.
I'm currently on a tolerance break as well, and I slept pretty good last night. I'm starting to dream again, which is nice.
Dude, isn't it weird when you get off the marijuana when you start dreaming? I haven't had it in like 16 days, dude, and I dream every night now, and it's weird remembering them, and also how detailed they get. Like I forgot how dreams used to be. It's crazy.
I'm pretty sure you were already dreaming. You just weren't remembering them because I don't know. Dream.
Well, I've read, and from what I understood, like marijuana kind of shuts down that part. Like when you go to sleep, like you either don't dream or you dream and don't remember. Either way, I don't know. Either case,
you're high as fuck right
I wasn't having them.
You're high as fuck right
I think you dream and don't remember because your brain has to dream because it's like a relief.
No, because actually, when you smoke, you don't go into like full REM sleep.
Yeah, you basically pass
I
out.
smoked more weed than Colombia.
Yeah, but you may not go into full REM, but you might go into B-52s, right? Because they're both Atlanta bands.
Well, I'm more
that was gay.
Gay guy.
Excuse me? I'm gay. Excuse me. Shall I read some of the text back to you? The things that you've said on the.
Oh, please. Okay. That would kill an hour and a half.
Listen. If I didn't want it out in the public, I wouldn't have texted it. It's fine.
It's not in public when you text it. It's private.
I mean, yeah, but it can be hacked.
Huh.
So can sex dolls, but what you do with them are private because, well, I should say the interconnected sex dolls. You know, the ones that have USB ports and stuff.
What exactly? You could share something. I don't care if he sues us. I mean, I got no money for him to take anyway. What exactly it was?
I can't afford a lawyer either, so it's okay.
No, because almost every text ends with Matt saying, "I'm trying to take a nap." So I
don't think
I'm not gonna read our text because
it would be wonderful if it actually ended with that, but it doesn't end with that. It just continues on after that.
Well, that's why I put in it's like turn your phone to fucking silent. Then
I sent Matt a text yesterday if he was because he asked to be reminded about talking to Tony Walker.
Right.
Okay, and since he asked for that, I was reluctant to send him that because he'd already sent the text saying, I'm trying to take a nap. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm trying to take a nap. And I said, asked for this.
Let him
so
finish.
I sent it to him, and he goes, I'm trying to take a nap. No, actually, so he says, you do it. I'm trying to take a nap. And then I didn't know, should I reply to let him know, okay, I've talked to him? Because that means I had to wake him up to let him know that I've done what he just asked me to do. I was like scared. My wife goes, don't be scared of Matt. He can't hurt you. He's in New York. I said, I don't know, honey. Have you seen his face? I think he can hurt you from anywhere.
Yeah. Tony who? Tony Miller.
Damn it, you mean I've called the wrong person?
Yeah.
Fuck. Never mind, guys. I sent the wrong message. He answered, but I sent it to the wrong person.
Mm.
So the wrong person gave consent. I'll have to call again.
There's going to be a show 6 to 7 on a special edition of, I guess, Bourbon with the Dog or something like that at 6 to 7.
That morning, we're not doing anything that morning?
I am. I got Jackie Martling on that morning. Going to talk to him about a couple of things. 2 things.
I'll be driving.
So we're doing 2 shows that day. At 24.
I'll be on the morning show. You guys are obviously always welcome, but I was assuming that you'd be like busy packing.
I will probably be
flashlight taken to New York with you.
Yeah, I'll probably be in Gov's parking lot on the show.
I will still be recovering with getting the drill bit removed from your car. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm leaving probably 9 a.m. on Friday. That way I can beat the traffic into Long Island.
Yeah.
You should be there around 6 or 7 that night.
I'm gonna leave 5 o'clock Thursday evening. And then get there by 5, 6 a.m., 7 a.m.
Yeah, this is why nobody watches the show because
Yeah.
we give our itinerary.
Well, we're not famous enough to have people tracking our flights like T Swift.
Famous enough. What is famous enough?
People can track my flights all they want because most of the time I'm driving. So go ahead, track my flights. Shit.
Wow. So yeah, as I mentioned, my world's changing as of Monday. I got lots of all of a sudden opportunities, but with opportunities comes
responsibility.
I got to do, and I don't like. I want to take a nap. This is my life is built around nappity nap and nap. But I have to leave the house to go talk to a real estate guy about doing video, a little bit of photography for him on Monday, and then Tuesday I officially start as a painting instructor. Yeah, exciting for me. You can say
no. Is this painting like houses or bedrooms, or what are you painting? Toenails, faces?
Tony Walker,
Nude men,
Ron,
bears, otters.
Yeah, I think Ron has probably the best estimation of what my duties will be.
You'll probably make the most money that way too. At least per square foot.
Guys' toenails.
well, you don't get to keep the guys afterwards, right?
No, I
didn't. You get to at least suck the toes off.
I did not know that.
Mm-mm.
So have you been watching this bullshit with the TikTok ban, which now is apparently not going to happen?
No, that's the thing.
The Supreme Court hasn't ruled yet, though, right? The Supreme Court has.
No one cares what they have to say.
According to CNN this morning, according to CNN this morning, it looks like the ban still might happen Sunday. But Biden said he might not enforce it, and he might leave it to Trump to deal with.
Right.
So,
Trump doesn't want it banned. But here's the deal: the Republicans started this whole shit. They were the ones who wanted it banned in the first place. Then Trump changed his mind, and then they all had to change their mind because Daddy Orange Cock changes his mind. You got to change your mind.
But the bill was bipartisan, rightly or wrongly, it was bipartisan, and rightly or wrongly, Biden signed it into law. So they're all responsible for it. It's just that now Biden doesn't want to be responsible for it taking place under his administration. So he's saying I'm not going to enforce it for 36 hours or however long he's actually president. Once the decision is made, they're nope, we're not going to do it. Trump's going to have to enforce it.
But as long as somebody else has the cash to buy it from the Chinese suckers, then it's cool to start it up again, right? They just want China out of it. That's the bottom line.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's legally and technically, as long as it's China not owning it and it's a friendly owner. Friendly.
It's just a work. It's just a work. It's the whole thing is bullshit. And if you're signing up for that red note, you have to actually swear to like that you like the Communist Party and you're cool with them.
Wow.
Well, my wife signed up for it. It didn't say anything like that.
I'm willing to bet if George
user agreement.
In the user agreements, that's different. That's fine.
I'm willing to bet that if George Soros or not Jimmy Buffett, who's the other rich guy? Not Warren Buffett or Bill Gates says I'm going to buy TikTok, then the Republicans would be like, "Whoa, fuck no. But if Peter Thiel or Elon Musk, says I'll buy it, they're like, "Yay!"
What about Mr. Beast?
Yeah, he's still out there.
I don't know his political leanings. So I don't know what their response would be.
He seems the most likely, and I think there are investors lining up behind him, and I think he has the greatest chance of actually buying it.
Ian says, I don't think anybody's talking about government funds. I think the LA Fires could use some government funds. We're not talking about the United States government buying it. Nobody's talking about that, right? No. No. Why would they? I know you care about it. I'm on TikTok, but it's like one of those things where I have like, I think 4 followers. No, that's an exaggeration. Maybe 40, but it's like useless to me. So I don't really care. I know you go there to watch your foot fetish videos and guys throwing milk on themselves, and oh my fucking god, that guy, and
oh my fucking god,
no, that's oh my god. Speaking of oh my god, and since we're talking about TikTok, have you heard the announcements made by Instagram saying how they're walking back a little bit, and that you can pretty much put anything on Instagram now?
Like as long as it's not over a minute long, though, right?
No, they want longer content. Actually, if you're on Instagram, it's better if your videos are 1 minute and over at this point.
They just okay. Yesterday, I tried to upload some 90-second videos, and each time they said it was too long. They said it was too long, and then I did one that was 56 seconds long, and it didn't like the fact that I was using the music that you put on the end of the No, I'm sorry, that was YouTube. Never mind, that was YouTube. But Instagram rejected everything I did that was 90 seconds.
All these bots that are identifying music need to be shot bots. They're just wrong in most cases. They're just, oh yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
But are you when you're uploading to Instagram, are you using the Meta dashboard, or are you doing it right from Instagram?
Instagram.
Yeah, if you use the Meta dashboard, I could upload anything. Like
I usually put my stuff through Meta, then it shares to Instagram.
Yeah, because I think like 2 years ago, they made kind of the switch, saying they wanted longer form content. Hell, even TikTok changed their platform, so you can go up to 10 minutes on TikTok.
And but that TikTok's been doing that for a while because
it's been over a year.
Yeah, about 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
But yeah,
if I go, I'm sorry, Ron. Go ahead.
Instagram has said subscriber, or followers no longer matter. What they're looking for now is creativity, and they want to push content that actually gets people hooked into the app, instead of the algorithm's going to start looking at videos that are just kind of like a repeat of each other, where they're saying like, I come on my feet and this is how you wipe it off, and there's like 100,000 videos just like that, just slightly different and things like that.
Are there come on my feet videos on Instagram now?
Possibly. Who knows? I get more murders and things.
You would know. I mean, that's your thing, and you're on there a lot. Right?
Ron is not into coming on feet. He's a tit guy.
The other day, I watched a video of a guy. He was in an automotive shop, and they're pulling a car in on the lift, and I don't know if the guy intentionally did it, but he hit the gas or something and drove in and drove right into this guy and drove him into a wall.
Oops.
Then he gets out of the car while the guy is under it. It's like, hey.
That's nice.
There's a video that I watched it for like 20 seconds, and it's like a 20-ton roll of steel, and it rolls onto different vehicles, and it just says like, this is a 20-ton roll of steel on a Tesla, on a F-140, on a Ford, on a convertible, and of course the 20-ton roll of steel crushes all of these things. And I don't care, because that's what I expect. I don't expect 20 tons of anything to not crush a car, because cars are not designed to accept that kind of pressure from the top. I want to see them put the 20-ton steel thing back on the truck. That's what I want to see, because it's rolling off, and it's like, yeah, I want to see them put it back on. Who's got all this equipment to be loading a 20 and do it over and over again? And where are they getting the cars? That's what I want to know about. I know they're going to be crushed. I don't care about the crushing. I want to know where they're getting the cars, how they get the money for it, who's putting the steel thing back on the truck. That's what I want to know. I want the backstory. I don't give a shit about the crushing. So,
What a rant. What a rant for nothing.
For nothing. I feel better.
I was working on a nap. I was hoping you were going to keep going because I was almost, we call it edging in the nap world. We call it.
He needs some positive in his life, you know.
It's going to be different. It's going to be different. I'm black, they white. It don't matter. It's going to be different.
You know, it does matter.
Like her.
Okay.
You don't gotta look like him. It's cool to be different. Cool is just being yourself. Cool is showing love to others. Cool is making a positive impact on others. It's cool. It's cool.
I can't take this.
Cool to
Please
be
stop.
different. Is that true?
Is that from GD's youth? Is that what that was?
I never acted like if I thought about acting like that, my mother would be in there with a fucking broom and beating the shit out of me, getting me out the store.
Acting like
and
that.
then she'd make me go back and clean up the fucking mess.
But think how many hits you would get.
Yeah, and it would start with my mother. It would start with my mother hitting me. Those would be the first hits. The first 20 hits would be from my mother.
This makes me feel really dumb because as a kid we used to do stupid shit like this just because we didn't even put it on film for views. It was just stupid shit we did in Walmart.
Well,
if I worked at that Walmart, I'd be so pissed.
I'd quit. I'd quit if I had to clean it. I'd quit. I'd be like, nope.
I was in a bakery with my little girl, and I told her, "Don't touch the glass." I said, "You can point at what you want from the through the glass. You don't have to touch it because people have to clean it." And she didn't get, and she started touching. She said, "I want that, and I want that." And I said, "That's it." And I said to her, I said, "Stop! Don't get her the donuts." And we went out to my car. We got my Windex and my rags, and we came back in, and I made her clean the glass in the store because I told her not to touch it. And she touched it and left her fingerprints on it, and we had made her clean the glass.
You're
mean.
What a jerk!
Fuck you. Everybody in the store was praising her so much that she wanted to touch the glass at every store that she can go back in and clean it so that people would applaud her. I created a fucking monster.
Or were they applauding
she's our guest now, and she's here now. Her new book called "Dad is a Dick." Wow. Sorry about that. That's just mean. That's just mean, especially.
I know.
No, what I'm saying is that guy needs a fucking ass beating, and he should have started 20 years ago.
Okay, but how old was your kid?
5 or 6.
Oh.
No, was that video?
So she was old enough to understand when I said don't touch the glass, somebody has to clean it. It's not, and
you've been a dick to the kid. Well, I want to find out about the kid, the guy who was just dancing around. Was that high school, Jim? Was that where that was? The setting?
Walmart.
That was a Walmart.
Walmart?
Yeah, that was the register area of Walmart.
They're in boxer shorts.
No, they were just in regular shorts.
Yeah, just regular baggy shorts.
Oh.
See, you're still stuck in the NBA days. You're thinking of John Stockton shorts. High pants.
Yeah.
When you stretch to go for a layup, your junk hangs out the bottom of the short.
Right, so I'll go take a nap, and maybe I'll be more alert when I wake up, or maybe I won't. Maybe I won't.
Maybe you won't.
Steven, last night I went out to walk my dog, and I saw a drone. I'm not kidding. This thing was
You
flying.
have to be specific. What kind? Was it a male bee or was it the
Here's what it was. I heard it coming. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Because it was not. It sounding like anything that you would hear, like from a jet or a helicopter, or even a biplane or any of that kind of stuff. And it was coming out, and it was square. It was low to the ground. Maybe 200. If I had a rock, I think on a good day, I could probably hit it with a rock. It looked like a drone, a consumer drone that I would buy, but 25 feet by 25 feet, big, regular drone like you.
That sounds. I mean, so it could be anything for. I mean, obviously a drone, but I mean that big. It sounds like it could maybe be police or military.
Well, there's a lot of military stuff up here. It had the 4 lights, on
the indicator lights and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was going pretty quick, and it headed out over the Long Island Sound and disappeared.
Was one side red and one left side red, right side
white.
green?
All white.
All white.
Yeah. I mean,
that's one of the racist drones that they have in Long Island.
Steven got scared. Oh, he's just going to chase the drone down. Whoa, white, white, and then he was gone.
Now, have y'all seen the videos of? There's a guy standing. Drone actually can transport.
Steven just broke us again.
That time it said G.D. Fenderson left and came back. I heard it.
Yeah, we all left and came back.
I know, but it said G.D. Fenderson left that time.
Well, he was still there. He was in the middle of a sentence when you broke everything.
Yeah, have y'all seen the video of the guy standing on the drone and the drone actually lifts the guy and he's like...
I've seen videos of massive drones before, so it's not uncommon. But I mean,
I want that drone. I want one of those.
If it's as big as what Matt said, though, I mean, that has to be some sort of military or police drone.
I want that one.
Do you want thickness to it also?
Ooh, if it's thick, then we definitely know whose it is.
Well, here's the deal. The drone stuff kind of went away like 2 weeks ago when the LA started, right? They just
the news doesn't cover it. Some of the apps and websites that people report stuff to, like UFOs and other things in the sky, the drone reports are still pretty high, and they're more widespread than they were. But the news isn't really covering it anymore.
Did you see that they arrested somebody for starting another fire in California?
They did, and they also arrested somebody who ran into one of those firefighting planes with a drone.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Somebody was saying that they shot down the Chinese control center that was controlling the drone. This is Twitter. You can't trust any of these idiots.
Oh,
that's what.
Just wait until another disaster happens during this next administration. It's just going to be chaos because we know that they can't handle crisis management.
What makes you say that?
Well, and then they actually had some people they actually called competent, but these morons.
Well, see, last time Trumper was around, he had people to kind of keep him on the tracks. Now there's no guardrails. He's willy-nilly. He's uncaged, untethered.
Are you reading off a script? That sounds like a CNN script. I mean,
no,
you're not wrong, but word for word, that is like
that's just what
people keep them in check, and now there's no guardrails. I mean, that's
just how it feels. It's just
extreme.
Because before he had, it seemed like he had like advisors and people that were already in place that were like, listen.
Get the point. You were absolutely right, but the way you worded it sounded like you were.
I think he was. To be honest, I think he was reading the side effects of the medicine he's taking. It leads to unhinged, unchecked, and off the rails.
Dude, I haven't been smoking, man. My brain's clear. It's working again.
Oh, I'll be back for a second.
That's one head that's working anyway.
I'm kind of.
Dude, I know. I'm so mad. I'm glad I had sex before I came here, though, because that would have been sad.
I'm a little remorseful.
Oh no! What happened, buddy?
Well, this is Greg Bennett. I feel like we damaged him, and guys, I was being on my best behavior. I was just talking about now.
Maybe he checked in and thought he was supposed to be in the second hour, so he took himself back out to come back in the second hour.
Very vanilla things were said while he was in the room, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know what would have scared him off.
Is he a white guy?
He's a white guy.
Oh,
all right. That could be.
Yeah.
These whites out there, they're so soft.
So sensitive and so you know what?
So
you can tell how soft society is based off its candies. Okay? Look at Now and Laters. Those things used to take 15 minutes to suck on before you could chew on them, right? So they're called Now and Laters. Now you bite them, they're soft. They should call them Now and Gones. They're 2 seconds. And the candy is a perfect representation of the United States right now. It's soft. Being chewed on.
In that case, Starburst, and also it could be Starburst too.
Starburst Gushers, is fantastic. Ooh, Gushers are great.
Gushers, yeah.
That was my nickname in high school.
Gusher.
Yeah.
Okay, get some of the people from your high school. I want to hear their reason why they called you that, not the reason you think they.
Oh God,
there's somebody from your high school right now.
Yep.
Hi, I'm from first-time caller, long-time listener. I'm from Stevens High School.
Hi, this is Denise. We went to Northview together in Alabama. What's up? Fuck you, Denise. Hang up.
So, GD, you know about this better than I do, and probably better than the other guys do too. The confirmation hearings. When do they actually? Because the excess stuff, they were grilling him over it being a drunken rapist. But when do they vote on it? Have they voted? When do we know?
I don't know when they voted, but they haven't voted on him yet.
But they're moving on to talking to other people before they vote for him. That doesn't.
But they're different committees. Also, they're not all the same committees. Like the Hegseth was Defense Committee, and then there's like the Intel Committee hearings. So they're different committees for different people. Like what's his face? Besant. Yeah. The one that's going for the Treasury, is that Scott Besant? Secretary of the Treasury. I'm pretty sure that's a different committee. There's overlap in people, so you may see like some of the same senators.
Bondi, what is Bondi? The Attorney General? That's what she's.
She's going. Yeah, I think she's going for Attorney General.
All these fucking people are the worst fucking people.
Here's the funny thing about Bondi. One of her answers was, "Yeah, I will uphold the Constitution." Okay, I will uphold the Constitution. And so she was asked, this is not a quote. This is the general's gist of the thing. If Trump asks you to do something that's against the Constitution, will you follow the Constitution or follow Trump? And she says, "I'm not going to answer a hypothetical."
Right.
She already said that she's going to follow the Constitution, but they gave her a specific example. She won't answer that.
Yeah.
But there's nothing the Democrats can do or ask them that's going to stop these things from going through the committees.
They're all going to be confirmed, right?
I'm pretty sure. The only one that the only two that would have had a difficult time would have been Hegseth, and that's because Joni Ernst, being former military and being a woman, she had all kinds of issues with him until Trump said, "You don't have any issues with him." And then Susan Collins had issues until she was told, but he learned his lesson. So, and Susan Collins, as long as you learn your lesson, she supports you.
Lesson learned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kristi Noem is next, right? She's for Homeland Security.
Homeland Security. She's speaking in front of the committee right now.
Are dogs a threat to national security, Homeland Security?
Yes, and only because dogs are also racial slurs. That's what we used to call the Chinese.
She's kind of hot though,
depending on her look and what she.
Well, she's sitting on Capitol Hill right now inside the hearing room, and she's kind of hot.
She's not unattractive, but she has unattractive moments, especially when she looks like she's trying to think too hard.
I believe that. I could tell. Yeah, she looks like. Yeah, I can see that.
Especially if you're a dog.
Yeah, she was of the video when Trump was at was a Pennsylvania rally, something, and the ones where people passed out, and he just started singing Hallelujah and the other songs he started singing. She was there beside him, and you could see the look on her face was like, "Aye," and yeah, she just looked like an idiot there.
Yeah, looks like an idiot everywhere. Yeah, so they're all gonna. Oh, look how white I got again. CD, you should try this system. It could actually improve your status in society.
Well, he almost said credit score. I heard it.
What's going on here? I can't even.
Whoa! Why are you so dark now?
I think Live with Meteorology said hello. Or Live with Meteorology.
No, that's Becky. Say hello to Becky. You know Becky.
Hello, Becky.
Hey, Becky, you're so fine. You still find you blow my mind. Hey, Becky.
Hey, Becky. Hey, Becky.
Hey, okay, yeah, sorry. Go on.
What were we talking about?
Becky.
Saying hi to Becky.
Yeah, I mean before that.
It was talking about meteorology.
I thought we were talking about Kristi Noem and how hot she is.
Noem. Right, so now after Kristi Noem is confirmed, does Willie become the governor of South Dakota? I don't know if you know this, but I almost shot a dog once. I don't know if you know this,
but I woke up as governor of South Dakota. No, I don't know if that's going to be a thing. But
could they do worse? That's
yes.
They could?
You could elect a dead guy.
You could get worse than a woman who just gets her kicks killing puppies?
Yeah. You could hire Bill Cosby to be the Food and Drug Administration guy.
Oh.
Just saying he knows how to mix his food and drugs.
I would say you could hire Pete. You could hire Pete Diddy for Secretary of the Interior. Who knows more about the interior than Pete Diddy?
What's happened? Diddy's mom's in trouble now, right? Diddy's mom was having
What
drug
she do?
orgies.
Sign his permission slip to have the parties.
I'm surprised his mom is still alive. I mean, he's isn't he like my age or something?
No, he's like in his 50s.
That's close enough.
Yeah, man. No, hardly anybody's your age.
And I think he's going for Department of Children and Family Services.
So his mom has got to be at least 70s or in her 70s, maybe.
Hey Siri,
maybe 80, right?
how old is P. Diddy's mom?
But she's.
You never ask a woman her age or her weight,
right?
Or wait to hear her age.
So she couldn't have been. The point I'm getting at is she could have been having these drug.
She's 84.
84. So how long ago
Matt, she's single too.
She was like 30 years ago. She was even that should be in her 50s, right? I mean,
yeah.
Who wants to go to an orgy with a bunch of mid 50-year-old
dude?
women?
I've seen some 50-year-olds that would just, boy, man.
Are you trying to tell me you want to go to an orgy with Lena Horne or Diane Cannon,
Angelina Jolie,
Anne Margaret,
Jennifer Aniston?
Man, GT's old.
I'm trying to find someone that you know, man.
Martha Washington, Dolly Madison.
No, Matt, I'm specifically trying to find people you would know. That's why I was doing those names.
Okay, Lena Horne was probably my grandfather's.
If I said Jessica Alba, you'd have said who? If I'd have said Jennifer,
I know Jessica Alba.
You don't know Jennifer Lopez.
That's still
didn't they?
That's still better than I've been at a club before. You walk around and there's like some guy probably like close to 70 rubbing one out. That is a terrible look because he has this look on his face like you should never see this, but then he can't stop. He's got the heart.
Okay, be honest. When was the last time you were at the York Inn to see that? that was at the York Inn, and that was in the other section of the room where they had the bar.
This was in another part of the country. Another part of Pennsylvania.
Becky said 50-year-old and other 50-year-old are fine together, except, and this is a fact that most 50-year-old men they need a little boost. They need a little Viagra. They need a little Cialis.
I don't think so.
You're trying to say that in defense of yourself. Most we would not have as many. It would not be $1 trillion industry if most men weren't buying it.
No, it's not me. No, but a lot of guys aren't buying it because they need it. They're buying it because they want extra.
No. But you actually, from what I've been told by some of my friends, even like younger guys are needing it because they can't perform and shit like that.
Well, here's my theory on this, and I could be wrong, but I've talked to a bunch of sexologists.
It sounds like you made that up. Here comes a made-up statistic by Matt.
This is going to get Ron angry with me. I think all these guys beating off to porn so much when it comes to they beat off like 15 times, and then their wife gets home from work and it's like, let's do it. Like I can't, man. I got to wait till the bruising.
No, you are right, Matt.
Yeah, 100%.
Porn is a problem for a lot of dudes right now. And believe it or not, I don't watch a lot of porn at all.
No, but you are the leading civil rights attorney for the porn industry.
Oh yeah, because you got to be able to drop your loads when you want. I mean, how you management is your fault.
Yeah.
Years ago, a friend of mine and I, we designed some sleepwear for women, and one of the pajamas is like basically they're all t-shirts. They're all long t-shirts, and one of them, the front looks like a remote control. With your buttons all over it. Another one looked like a phone, so the guys could touch the phone. Another one looked like a car engine and had like a toolbox in the back where the butt would be and stuff like that. So we had all these sleepwear for women with basically silkscreen t-shirts, and it was just all stuff that men quote are crazy about as opposed to women. You know, remote controls, cars,
See,
and
I don't know,
cell
man.
phones.
I don't. Yeah, I think porn's a huge part of it. Like because like a lot of guys think that every woman wants to go for 2 hours. You know, then they sit there and they jerk off 30 times a day, and they wonder why they can't get it up and perform later on that night. Yeah, it's a problem. Not to mention it sets unreal expectations for what sex is too.
And they
of the time.
don't talk to each other. Stephen's
No,
right,
and there's no
and they don't talk to each other.
Exactly. They don't know what each other likes. They don't know how to get the other person going. They just think, oh, it's like porn. You walk in with a boner and you fuck. That's it. And it's like, no, there's a little more to that sometimes.
So if you're out there listening and you need some consultation or some therapy, sex talk therapy, Stephen, the blowjob king, Stephen the sitcom Ortiz, his number is in the book. Just
listen. Only half of me works, and I get laid more than twice as much as most people do. Okay,
How do you know? You're keeping track on everybody else? What do you goggles? How do you know? Oh, next door. What's going on? How do you know how much other people are having sex?
Generally based on their attitude.
A peeping Steven.
I can't reach most windows, so I can't peep.
Oh, like you don't have a telescope on your wheelchair.
I only use that when I'm looking for your dick, GD. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know how
you did that you did a periscope to look for my
periscope. Dick? Yeah, that's what I would need. Just ding, ding. Oh, dick. Oh, he went down in 3 seconds. I'm gonna send him some hymns.
Right. I got to get more porn stars on the program. Next week we have a porn. Is it?
I'm excited. Week? Porn producer.
Porn producer. Yeah, one of the biggest companies. What's the name of the fucking company?
Brazzers.
Brazzers. I thought it was Brazers. So, what is is there? I don't know what. Is there a meaning behind that word? It's not like a bukkake, right?
So, generally speaking, if you went to Pornhub, a lot of the videos on there are produced by Brazzers, and they have their own website and everything too. But you primarily would see them on Pornhub.
Right. Okay.
I have a question for Becky. Becky wrote here, for those of you who cannot see it, it says here, I know men in their 30s and 40s who take it.
Take what? Oh, Viagra.
Yeah, Viagra or Cialis, one of those two. So, Becky, my question is, how does it come up in a conversation that these men are saying to you,
right?
I have erectile dysfunction. Did I take this?
Wait a minute. I have the CEO of Levitra on here. He's saying, well, tell that black guy to that's what he's saying.
Well, maybe she works at a gas station and people come in and buy all these boner pills all the time.
You said one
but doesn't mean they're the ones taking it.
Yeah. So they're probably. I don't know. That's a good question. Because I really have not seen Becky, but I'm under the impression that she is well bosomed. I don't know why I think that. Becky, are you well bosomed?
Becky, having mostly guy friends doesn't explain why they would mention it. See, I have a lot of female friends, and unless I'm on stage doing comedy, I've never talked about some experiences.
You're telling me that you've never had a friend that's a girl tell you about the time she squirted everywhere, or about her CPOS or nothing like that?
But I can tell you how it comes up in conversation. I'm asking. She says she knows a bunch of guys. It doesn't say a bunch. I know men, so it doesn't mean men could be more than two.
Wait. What did she say? I want to get I know men in their 30s and 40s to take it. Okay.
Right. So I'm assuming it's at least two. Because that's men in their 30s and men in their 40s. So let's say 4. 2 men in their 30s, 2 men in their 40s. That's 4. Let's say 4 men.
With our own boner pill. We came out with our own cryptocurrency. We need to come out with Mind Dog boner pills. That's what we need. They'll sell like hotcakes. Hotcakes don't sell very well, by the way.
Gas station dick pills.
Yeah. Gas station dick pill. That's a good brand name. Gas station dick pill.
Yeah.
Now, Becky, have you?
There's so many different. So many different factors. I mean, between porn, dudes aren't taking care of themselves, and they're just overstimulated in general. I mean, porn is just one aspect, and then you got plenty of thirst traps out there available.
I was just gonna say, between porn and then like you scroll on TikTok or Instagram or anywhere there's video clips, and you're gonna find bitches dancing. and shaking their tits around and their asses around.
And it's such a great time for this type of stuff because you're not just getting women that are like super rail thin and look like a normal porn star. You're getting like regular women that just are very attractive and they're doing it. And for me personally, I find the thirst traps more appealing at this point more than the porn.
Dude, there's something about like that regular, like that average regular woman next door who's like, like that's way hotter to me than like some modelly, fake titted bitch coming in and getting railed for an hour. Like that's not.
So you must really get turned on by crack whore porn.
No,
because they are so accessible.
I said I said
suck your dick for some hamburgers.
Listen, $20 is $20,
but my teeth are gone back.
No, see that couldn't do it for me because here's the thing: if you don't have nice teeth, I'm already out. Like
it's really hard for me to figure out why the guests run away, and I'm just trying to. What
about real life?
Was it something we said, like, or everything we said?
It sounds like some people are just fucking wusses.
Why would you fuck a wuss when you can have a real woman?
Yeah.
It's just frustrating that you see people that they'll like push these emotions down, whether it be like some personal or some dumb religious reason, or I mean, of course, we're at a time where people think that Trump is a religious man, which is hilarious to me.
Hilarious. There you go.
I think that he's a man at all. It's not just that he's a religious man. They think that he's like an alpha male.
Yeah, I know. What 78-year-old man?
He's a fucking betazoid. He's a betazoid.
How old is he? I thought he was 80. He's not 80 yet. 70, 78.
78, right? 78, 79 at this point.
All right.
No, Becky, now look, as long as those teeth stay in or they only come out when the lights turn off, that's fine.
I just totally noticed something here on minddogtv.com/doll. Scarlett, look at this price tag for this thing. Do you see this price tag? Can you see that?
$230. Is that $239.99?
Yes,
it's
it is.
$240. Short of a penny.
That's not bad. A full doll will run you like $1,200 for.
That's true. Yeah, so that's not bad.
It's cost effective. In this economy, Matt, you got to save every dollar.
And you're getting the best parts right there.
I'm shocked. Now, I don't want to discourage people from skipping their mortgage payment to go get the.
So Supreme Court just ruled that the impending TikTok ban will take place.
Wow, is that's weird?
That's happening right. That just broke.
To be clear here, Trump doesn't want it, but his Supreme Court said, okay, it's going anyway, right?
No, well, yeah. So Biden said he's not enforcing the ban. He's going to leave it to Trump. The Supreme Court just said the ban is going to take place for sure.
The question it begs is, what happened? Did the Supreme Court just grow a testicle or something? What happened? How did they stand up to King Shitler?
The Supreme Court upholds the law when it doesn't apply to Trump directly. This does not apply to Trump directly.
What he said.
Say that
again. Say that again and press a B. Oh no, B.
You can't press B. Supreme Court says TikTok can be banned.
Can, right there. The word can.
Not will.
Yes, can. There you go.
Right, but that was the whole question about whether it could or not. So.
Wait, say something really gross because Steven's nurse is listening.
All right. Steven has butt puzzles. Butt puzzles? What's those things? Butt this.
You couldn't say anything to a nurse that would gross her out.
Yeah, I was going to say, good luck with that.
That we can never even imagine.
They've all touched my balls twice this morning already. You think they're going to...
That's more than you've touched it this morning, isn't it?
That sounds like a challenge. You couldn't say anything to a nurse that would gross her out. Maybe this is like a good contest we could do to win tickets to see the boys in the Giggle Snatch. Give us something that would gross a nurse out. That's the contest. And maybe today's poll.
I exclusively have sex with women on their menstrual cycle.
Whoa.
That wouldn't gross them out because...
That would gross me out.
They would look at you and say, okay, that's no big deal.
Here's the deal. I think women nurses have a better fortitude for that kind of stuff than male nurses. I think
Matt, why you had to hold your hand near breast to say fortitude?
Yeah, especially a
say
nurse.
fortitude.
Matt goes, women have better fortitude.
For one,
Women have better testicular fortitude.
Yeah, for one, women nurses have definitely seen terrible things, and nothing really would gross them out. And they have the balls enough to push a doctor away and say, "Get out of here and let me do it."
Yep, my sister-in-law and brother-in-law are both nurses, and yeah, they go through some shit, and there's nothing that freaks them out.
All right, you ready to get grossed out? No,
I know. I do have. I think I do know one story that did freak out of my sister-in-law, who was a head nurse. The first time.
What does that mean? She gave head. I'm sorry.
Well, that's her pastime. OnlyFans page. The first time she heard about it, it made her kind of queasy.
Thanks, Becky.
It was a guy had a
his dick drilled. I'm sorry, but she hopes he feels better. He's going to get his dick drilled with a Black & Decker. He's not going to feel better. He's going to feel a lot worse.
Whoa. It's not going to be a Black & Decker. It's going to be a DeWalt.
All right. We interrupted poor GD, who is in a flow, but I can't let this dick drilling just happen without commenting on it, because it's part of my story, my memoir. Why I got my dick drilled.
Dude, your memoir should be called Drilled, the story of Matt Napo.
Yeah, drilling for oil. Drill, baby, drill. That's the title of the book. I'm sorry, GD. We're very rude to you, but that's because you're black.
Oh my God.
Oh, thank God. I thought it was personal. I was about to be offended. I thought you thought it was because I was insignificant. I didn't know.
No, we do it all black people.
No, you're 3/5.
I'm Anthony Cumia. And
3/5 significant. Okay.
Yeah.
What's it called? Nick, not significant, but Nick.
You're
significant.
You're significant.
Yeah.
Significant.
Significant. I can't. I don't think I should say that.
I think you can say significant. You just have to get used to the way it rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, but one of these days it's gonna end with an R, and I'm gonna end up shot.
Significanter, like you're being more significant than someone else.
I'm gonna try to think of the word. I'm gonna be like Nick.
See, you're already doing it.
It's just can't do it.
Don't pause, because when you pause, you start saying
I know.
Nick.
And also, with this TikTok ban, couldn't Trump just write an executive order and say, "Hey, we're just going to have TikTok"? But even Biden could do that.
You could do anything with an executive order.
Biden is saying he's just not going to. I don't know if you can't write an executive order to bypass a law. Unless it's like a federal thing. I think
unless it's all a work to hang this over people's heads.
It might be.
So here's a.
But he can instruct the Justice Department to not go after people. It's kind of like legalizing pot federally. We don't have legal pot federally. They just have been not enforcing the federal ban on pot. So states can still do it.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, any case scenario. In the case that TikTok gets banned, how will your life be affected? Will you cry? Will you? I mean, I understand you're against it, and I just can't get that emotional about it. But
it's not emotion. The problem will be is like when shit goes down, it's just a control of information. You got a few people that are trying to control the narrative and shit like that. So if things are negative against the next incoming administration, they'll fucking cry about it, because as we know, a lot of these white people are softbacks.
Aren't there a lot of pro-Trumpers on TikTok right now?
Yes, that's why. That's the other reason why he's supporting it. Not the ban, but supporting TikTok. The main reason he's supporting TikTok is because they gave him money.
Right.
Once TikTok gave him money, that's when he changed his thing. Now, with the election and all the support he got on TikTok, that just reinforced it. But he changed his mind when they gave him money.
All right. So, but in the event TikTok gets banned, isn't it just possible for like somebody like I don't know, Steven the sitcom Ortiz with his super technical knowledge to just clone TikTok as no?
You can clone it, but you don't
You won't have
have
the
their
algorithm. Yeah.
You don't have that. You don't have that tasty algorithm, which is what the Americans really want. Because you think Zuck or Musk can come up with something like that? No, they just buy.
An algorithm is
I have a
just
solution.
writing rules of
I have a solution. TikTok, here's the deal. They want American owners, all right? Give the company to me and Steven and Ron and Matt. Okay,
Yep.
just give it to us. We won't take any money from you. We won't, we won't take any money from you. We'll take a small fee. That's not the same as money. You're not paying us, just giving us a fee. Let's say $1 million each. But
Hold on here. I still need more education. So you're saying it's all about the algorithm. What is it about that algorithm that makes it so attractive?
So-
Is it? Wait, let me finish the question before you answer it. Is it that it's pushing a narrative that on one side or the other? Because it seems to be there. I could go on there and find either political party being pushed or bashed.
Yes.
Depending.
Yep.
So what is it? What is it that makes it attractive about that algorithm that you couldn't do with another build your own little?
Remember, the algorithm will do whatever you want. So it's not that the algorithm pushes one agenda or another. It's just the algorithm is so fucking good at what it does. There are other algorithms out there, but
Yeah,
they are
like
really
Dee
good.
said, it knows what you like, and it does it. It does it better than any platform at all. Because when you're on TikTok,
I don't know. Instagram knows what I like.
Yeah, and some people
I get
do like
guitar
Instagram.
porn all fucking day
But
long.
overall, the platform of TikTok, between the algorithm and the way just TikTok operates, it's different, and people enjoy it because TikTok is a little weirder than Instagram,
Mhm.
and it's definitely more hip than YouTube Shorts, and that's
it's definitely more direct with giving you what it thinks you're looking for. Like it
Yeah.
won't
Not
just
me.
get,
Not
it
me.
usually hits it pretty hard, like pretty straight on most of the time.
and the TikTok live is still so much better than anything like on Instagram live or
I
even
don't.
YouTube.
I think you have to have like a certain number of followers or something to even qualify for that, right?
Like
Because I think-
1,000.
But it seems to know what I don't like and wants to, maybe it just doesn't like me and it wants to get me off the platform. Because anytime I've been on TikTok, it shows me a bunch of shit that pisses me off and I get immediately off. So it's good at Napo's here. Look
So,
what
what's
we do
nice
to
though
piss him off and
is
get rid of him.
with TikTok though, all you have to do really is just start go on there and just search the things you want, right? And literally in 20 minutes it'll start changing from what it was to what you're looking for.
Yeah, and I think that's also another piece. The search functionality is the fucking best out of all the other platforms. When you're looking for something, the search functionality on TikTok works so much better than YouTube, works so much better than Instagram, and fuck Twitter. But
I'm gonna have to test it and find out. But I've been on it.
you should get on there and play with it because from the live, then they have the whole section
Play
of
with it, you
stat.
say?
Yes.
I thought that was Pornhub. I'm supposed to get on there and play with it.
Well, it depends on what state you're in. You can't get on Pornhub here, so.
Well, if you find the right thirst traps on there, you'll be all right.
Oh man, Steven's anal fistula acting up again.
Yeah, I gotta quit putting things in
Stop
there, man.
putting items into. Well, I know
Sounds
where
like
the
someone
TV
projected.
remote went at least now.
Listen, that wine bottle looked inviting. Okay, my bad.
So,
Matt, Matt, I just have a question real quick. The people scheduling they're still using the booking minddogtv.com/booking, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because if they're booking too far into the future, they're probably risking a fact that I've been thinking like I almost feel like I can't. I'm trapped. Like I can't end this show because there are every day I think about like what the fuck do I need to get up every morning and just talk to you guys about the same shit that we talk about every day, just so some dipshit can say that show sucks. and I don't know. I haven't
Well,
got.
you must enjoy doing it then.
I feel like it's like
Matt, I just don't.
Like taking a piss in the morning. Like it's just the thing to do. The first thing I do in the morning is go do a
I
little
think you subconsciously enjoy this and need this.
Subconsciously.
Well, maybe consciously.
Yeah.
I
But
mean, it makes my days better for sure. Starting out this way.
you have no idea how much crap I go through for this, though, and that's where it gets like dealing with these guests and rescheduling and all the scheduling and all of that problem. Then building the buckets out, and you get these people. I haven't got my link yet, and I told you it was coming the Sunday before. This somebody who booked like 3 months from now. They're waiting for their link and bothering me every day to send them. You're not gonna get the link.
Well, I think honestly, you just have to maybe refocus the show and like just come in with the expectation that you won't have guests and build your show like that. Then if the guests show up, fine. If not, kind of build your shows and fill the guest in around it that way.
I still think a security deposit for your interview is a good idea at some point.
Becky just looked up and saw my sweater. Hey, there's my dog sweater. So yeah, thank you for this is my college look. I'm going to class.
Aw.
Yeah, I'm going to class.
Adorable.
Yeah, it's
FYI, Lana's going to try to make it next week.
Rhonda?
Lana on the show.
Oh, Lana. Oh.
On the show next week.
It's been a while since Lana's been on. You know, that would make me happy to get more of these comedians coming back. We've had several women who said that if you ever need some female energy, call me. And I never remember who the fuck they are. And I know you know who they are. We need to get more funny women, not authors. Funny women.
Well, there was now Weather.
See that name? I have guests write to me all the time.
She
I was
was
on your show 6 months ago or a year ago, and I was like, I don't fuck. Your name doesn't ring a bell to me. I must not give a shit about it.
She was the coach, life coach, like that you call it. She has the website that was called Queerly Attractive or Queerly.
Oh, that's
Queerly Attractive, and that's the website that Facebook gigged me for when I put it. Like I think it's queerlyattractive.net. And I went to support her, and I put that in my post, and Facebook banned me for 7 days.
Wow.
For being
well, that shouldn't happen anymore because Facebook now wants a more masculine energy.
I thought he was getting a sex change operation. The picture I saw of Zuckerberg.
I'm telling you, we are entering into the most bisexual time in America. Get ready.
Yeah, you smile when you say that,
bros.
indicating you probably really want my ass, don't you?
I just want to play tic-tac-toe with your ass cancer.
You had to remind me of that part of it. Well, I was trying to explain this to somebody the other day that just because I have ass cancer doesn't mean I'm going to die anytime soon. My family history is we get cancer and live with the same cancer for 40 years before we get to croak, which, I'm not going to live 40 years. Then I'll be like the oldest person alive. But
yeah, but it's because you want to die is why you're going to live to be like 115.
Yeah. Zuckerberg. What was that guy's name? The guy who was on Rogan, the bald guy, the guy who got rich off of the algorithms in the 80s. He was one of those first guys. Can't remember his name, but he was talking about the consumer.
Wozniak?
No. This guy who was talking about Elizabeth Warren's Consumer Protection Board and how they're debanking people and all that, which was just total bullshit. The Consumer Protection Board is like the only one of the few things in the government that does some really good work. It keeps us from getting ripped off by banks and predatory lenders and all that kind of stuff. But Zuckerberg is partnering with him. That kind of just slipped through the crack. He kind of just mentioned that in like a passing statement on Rogan, and nobody caught on to that. He's deep in bed with that guy. And when I say in bed. So that part of his shift too is he's doing this grift for the just getting rid of all the regulation. We're not a bank. What are you doing? How the thing that I don't get is, I think you guys, if you guys became, let's just even not billionaires, let's say you became 100 millionaires overnight. I think you guys would feel content with that. You wouldn't feel the need.
I would.
Right? Where does it become enough for these billionaires that I got enough money. I don't need.
Like, if I
but the
knew...
difference is, for example, I'm not that kind of competitive person. I don't get any kind of endorphin rush from having money. So having more money would not do anything to me. Now, it may be different if someone said to me, well, GD, we want to give you like 2 hours of stage time, and I'd be like, oh, that's not enough. After a while, I'd be like, okay, now I want 3 hours of stage time. Okay, now I want 4 hours of stage time. That'd be something different because that would excite me more.
Right. I think having that kind of money for me would be like, it'd be nice to have the reassurances, like all the bills are paid, everything's taken care of. But then, kind of like on the comedy lines, though, I'd be absolutely willing to perform for nothing. Then I just go around and do comedy all the time.
So which is now you pretty much are performing for nothing.
The difference, though, is I would already have money to fall back on. So.
Yeah, but the money is only the part of it because it's about power and influence.
Yeah, right, but
you can have all that money and you can actually influence and get something done. Unlike us.
Can you ever influence it for what purpose? And I agree with what you're saying, but thinking about what they're doing, what is the purpose of that money if not to enjoy it, do things you want to do, not to rule the world and subjugate the world to whatever?
But that's just it. They don't have that. They don't enjoy. They don't have that kind of enjoyment in their life.
Right. So that's with you, what I'm saying, like you want more stage, you just fucking, if you had like $200 million tomorrow, you just buy your own comedy club, your own stage.
Right. But if to be honest, I would not really increase my amount of stage time. I would still want to perform once a month.
Yeah.
I would still want to perform once a month, and then I'd have other comedians come in and fill up the rest of the time. Or bands.
The Elon Musk, the Zuckerbergs, all these geeks that got super rich, they just need to get something they love to do, like fishing.
Well, most of them are mentally defective or emotionally defective. They're just defective. They're just something in their brain that doesn't work like the average individual. And that's what makes up for it. They need the money, they need the power, they need the influence. They need that to feel loved or appreciated or something.
They need to take up bowling. And then they'll just bowling.
I do have a couple showbiz stories as well.
Well, that would scare a guest away, wouldn't it? I'm gonna cry all weekend about this guest being scared away.
Why?
You mean the rest of this week, like through the rest of the day?
I said the weekend. Didn't I say the weekend?
No,
you said the rest of the day.
Oh.
Oh, not that he said the rest of the week, and we just cut him off. He never got to the end.
But
Ron was talking. Speaking of cutting off
the rest of the weekend, I'm just too old.
Ron mid-sentence. Ron said that he either was going to say he had show business news, or he had it up to here with us. He was saying something.
Both.
No, yeah, I get it. I've had it up to here with us. We'll get to show business as well. I want speaking of show biz, because Jackie tags me and stuff with Opie and Anthony. He tags Opie and me, and now he's including Anthony. I'm getting dragged into. I'm not getting dragged into the actual discussion, but I'm getting the residual hate for both. The guys who hate Opie are now sending me private messages on Twitter, and the guys who hate Anthony are now sending it. So I'm like caught in the middle of this thing because Jackie keeps tagging me in the stuff that he tags. And it's always about Jackie's promotions, but they see, Opie, Anthony, and this guy we never heard of, Matt Napo, well, he must be a dick too, because they're both dicks, or either one of them, they're on sides of it. So I'm in the middle of this show business feud that makes no sense. I mean, I'm thinking about show business feuds and Martin and Lewis, whatever, Joan Rivers and Johnny Carson. Now, these are famous people. Opie and Anthony, to a certain generation who grew up on morning radio are famous, but they're not on the level of like Martin and Lewis or Carson and Rivers and all these people. But when is this fucking feud going to end? And every day they're sniping at each other on Twitter, and it's insane. Like, where do you find the energy to keep this feud going? And now I'm in it. I mean, I guess Carl Hamburger would be fucking salivating to be in my position, to be in the middle of that feud, right? Because he's got a fetish for that feud. He's one of the people that
so tag him in it. Can't you tag him? You know his Twitter handle.
I don't know. I've never seen him on Twitter.
But would you know his name? I mean, he might not have the name Carl Hamburger on Twitter. He might be like the burglar, the Hamburglar.
It's just so curious to me. I mean, and it's the same argument it's not like it ever changed. Anthony's a racist. You're not funny. It basically that. It's like Anthony's a racist pedophile and Opie's not funny.
Jeez.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I just figure it's old guys that can't move into the future and they just dwell into the past.
Yeah, that's definitely exactly what it is. And they're not even as old as me. I mean, it's not like they're that much younger than me. Probably like 5 or 7 years younger than me, something like that. But I mean, come on, you're gonna continue this until you're in a nursing home and like calling let me talk to the head nurse over there. I want to bash Anthony. I mean, whatever. Come on, let it go. Find something else. They're making money off the feud. No, I don't think so. They're getting the same Twitter people involved in it every day, bickering back and forth. It's crazy. It's just anyway. So Jackie is the common denominator here. That's one of the things I'll talk to him about Friday morning while Ron is driving to New York. I guess all you guys will be driving to New York. Stephen will be flying to New York, right? You're flying?
No, I'm driving.
Oh, God help everyone. Stay off the roads between Indiana and New York.
I told you I'm leaving at 5 p.m. on Thursday, and I'll get there about 5 to 8 a.m. Friday morning.
Why are you getting in so early?
Well, because I initially thought we were going to record in the morning together. So,
well, let me tell you something. Maybe you want to change your plans because driving in that area between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. You will want to blow your brains out.
I figured traffic would be bad, so I was hoping to either get in before or after morning traffic. So
yeah, after is 11 a.m. And before it's like 5:30 a.m. I'm serious. Other than LA traffic at 4 p.m. before the fire, LA traffic at 4 p.m. was in that kind of madness too. But you can't imagine the hell that Long Island, New York traffic is in.
I imagine it's got to be similar to how Atlanta traffic is.
No, I've been there. There is nothing. LA traffic at 4 p.m. is the only thing that compares.
Like 7 lanes with exits on both sides.
Yeah, and nobody moving at all, and you can't figure out why. Like, come on.
That's how Atlanta is in the mornings and afternoon.
For 5 hours that's straight?
About 3 hours, but yeah.
Yeah, well.
Either way, it doesn't sound fun. So yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid the traffic either way for sure. Whether that means get close to town and then take a nap, and then move into town later. I don't know. Figure something out.
All right. Well, our guest is here. No, it's not. He ran away. Time for showbiz. Let's do showbiz.
And now, bringing you the latest in entertainment news from Hollywood, New York, and East Bumfuck, Montana. Here's our chief entertainment correspondent, Ron Kane. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showbiz.
Come on, Fumbuck.
Yeah, showbiz, everybody. It is Friday. Make sure you eat at Manucci's this weekend. Manucci's is debuting their 16-inch long hot dogs, so you can put those deep in your mouth.
I was a model for when they were developing. They needed a model for that 16-inch hot dog. I had to stand there for hours erect.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is a celebration of the incoming upcoming administration. 16-inch hot dogs. If you question what was in hot dogs before, don't worry, you'll be questioning more after eating at Minucci's.
Yeah, Ron, is these hot dogs, when people ask for an Arnold Palmer, is this what they get, the hot dog and not the drink?
Yep, it's just a hot dog on a bun.
No, let me ask you a question here before we continue with showbiz. Greg Bennett said, here's what Greg Bennett said. He was not sure what was happening as I'd gotten a show link, found an old one. Upon signing in, I assumed the other three men were your guests. When one used the word faggot, I realized the show wasn't for me. Did one of us use the word faggot?
Yeah.
Oh my God. What I just...
Who was that?
Steven. He was saying he could say faggot, but not nigger.
Yeah.
All right, so I didn't hear it. I don't know. The faggot flipped over my head, which is
That's because
what
we're not
faggots
offended by it. To
generally
us,
do.
it's just another word. To us, it's just another word. So it just goes by like, oh.
Yeah.
Now, Ron, I have a question for you. I have one more. This is my last Minucci's question for today. I swear, I promise. I thought that there was a YMCA special on the Minucci's menu. What's the YMCA special? Or did I get that wrong?
Nope, you got
I mean,
that
Village
wrong.
People. I'm sorry, the Village People special.
Nope, they're just part of it. They're going to be there as part of the celebration of 16 inches. So, you know, they're not gay, of course. They just love 16-inch hot dogs.
Well, I'm just excited for one of them to shit my pants. So let's go.
Steven, I think I'm going to send you Greg Bennett's email. I want you to apologize to him for calling him a faggot.
I didn't call him a faggot. I didn't say that when he was in the room.
He thinks you did.
No, see, what he was saying was he was talking about cigarettes. And he was saying the fag got caught in his throat.
Whatever.
See?
I mean,
the fag got caught in his mouth. Fag got that's all. He was talking about
you heard a man's feelings.
I heard a man's. I really hurt a man's feelings.
Yes.
What?
Well, the other reason he's not here, he ran away. He ran away like Sir Robin. He chickened out. He ran away.
I mean, it sounds like he's kind of a pussy though.
He got offended, and you offended him. You're offensive, and I think the least you could do is make it right and tell him a sincere apology. I'm the guy who said faggot, and I'm sorry I said faggot so many times, and we keep saying faggot as if it's a word we're not supposed to say.
I apologize for saying faggot. I did not know it was going to hurt your soft, delicate nerve endings.
I think we've already extended our overridden our faggot allowance for today.
Yeah.
Well said, Becky. Well said.
It's kind of gay to say faggot, so.
Yeah. All right. Arnold Palmer and the Village. Arnold Palmer's got his thumbs up to Village People.
Yeah, thanks for running that bit in the ground 5 minutes ago.
I know. Okay. Eat at Minucci's. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I've seen a comment about PC bullshit. Go fuck yourself with that comment because no one is succumbing to PC bullshit. Jesus Christ.
No, he did. He did. Greg Bennett, who ran away because he heard the word faggot, is succumbing to PC bullshit.
Well, too, he didn't know the context of the situation. And,
yeah, it's not like anyone just jumped up on here and was like, let's scream slurs.
Yeah, but you're right. But he did succumb to PC bullshit, whether he got the context or not. And he heard the word, and the word was enough to run away. That's
unless he's gay.
Don't ever tell Becky to go fuck yourself. Becky's a cherished fan. Please be nice to Becky. Thank you.
I kind of just feel like it's kind of people that still eat at Chick-fil-A and think it's all right, even though they supported gay conversion therapy. And if you know anything about gay conversion therapy,
it's fucked up.
Yeah, it's really fucked up. So Chick-fil-A, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm sorry. I just have a real disdain for Chick-fil-A, and
I just really
you know what?
Strawberry lemonade.
All those surveys I take, some of them have stuff about Chick-fil-A, like why it's obviously it's still a hot. I thought that issue passed like years ago. That
well, it did. They said they moved away from it, and board members. I don't know. They got rid of like the one guy, but it's just even be in bed with people like that, and that you still know that they are in bed with people like that.
But they're still paying for surveys to try to kind of minimize their PR damage or something, because those surveys I get, almost every one of them contains stuff about Chick-fil-A. And it's like, wow, I can't. That's still relevant. I mean, I've never eaten there, not once in my life, and not because I'm boycotting it or any of the.
It's a chicken sandwich.
Yeah. All right. David Lynch died.
Yeah. David Lynch died. He's 78 years old. He's definitely one of those guys that was out there, famous for Twin Peaks, and his movies were always a bit bizarre and different, absurd. So he has passed. He even showed up in an episode of Louie back in the day. Yes.
Wow. Huh.
Yeah, he was on Louie.
I heard, I read Mel Brooks' little tribute to David Lynch. And I thought, wow, Mel is fucking still like watching the news and reacting to it. Good for him. He's like the Jimmy. Oh, what the hell happened there? What happened there? Do we know what happened there? Oh, Steven broke it again.
Oh, last time I said Mind Dog joined that time.
No, you left the room, and things broke.
No.
It's always your little fucking iPad. I'm gonna shove it up your little dick hole before they drill it. I'm sorry. I'm a little angry now.
Leave my dick hole alone.
Steven chases the guest away by calling him a faggot, and then he just breaks the show every 5 minutes.
I say the least amount of offensive shit on this show, and I get the most blame for it.
All right, you're right. I'm sorry. Maybe it's my coffee. I'm just in a funny mood. I need a nap. Have I mentioned I need a nap?
Yeah, we're
just rushing through showbiz without even talking about it, and I'm ruining it. And I'm sorry. I apologize to the audience. I know showbiz is the best part of this program, and I'm fucking it up. I apologize sincerely. Maybe I'm a faggot.
Yeah. So speaking of subtards, Trump has appointed a special envoy of subtards for Hollywood, and of course, Mel Gibson, Sylvester Stallone, and John Voight.
Oh, and breaking news: Scott Baio just hung himself. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Well, but hey, in defense of Scott Baio, he is subtarded and might not be able to tie a noose properly.
What about James Wood? James Wood must be very upset about this. I cried on Fox News. I don't get him mentioned.
I know. I mean, talk about a guy that cries so much. It's like, just shut up. My God.
You can afford 4 more houses. Shut up.
Out of all 3 of these guys, the one I'm most disappointed with. I mean, I'm the other ones I expect stupid, but Sly Stallone, I'm disappointed that he became a hardcore Trumper. I mean, I can't take him seriously anymore. I thought he was. I liked a lot of his work, but I can't. Trumpers.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's got a lot of money, and so it sort of makes sense. And hey, guess what? Rocky, that movie's mid. Let's move on.
Yeah, those movies are very. Honestly, I like the newer Creed movies better than the Rocky movies.
Yeah, with Michael B. Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this weekend on Netflix is a movie with Cameron Diaz and Jamie Foxx called Back in Action. This movie has Cameron Diaz returning after like a 10-year hiatus from film. So this movie's getting a lot of push on Netflix. And if you're looking for the big movie opening in the theaters this weekend is the Wolfman movie is opening. I just like saying Wolf Pussy. Thank you, Nick.
That would scare a guest away. If we had a guest sitting there waiting to come on, Wolf Pussy would have scared him away.
Yeah, but it's a reference to a Nick Swartzen joke.
Whatever.
So if you're gonna watch it, watch it. There's actually a bunch of movies that are out there that have dropped this week for streaming, like Different Man with Sebastian Stan, where he's ugly, but then he gets pretty.
See now, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, obviously I'm wrong. I'm wrong about everything. But because they're talking about all these movies that were going to be in production are now on hold, and now they have a plethora of. Oh, look at me, I'm using plethora. That they're putting out this weekend. I would think if I were to see, put it on hold. We're going to be short on movies anyway, and all this competition now, and we're not going to have a movie 6 months from now because of these fires. Let's just put it in a bucket and make people wait for it.
Or release it now and then re-release it with the director's cut when there's a shortage.
All right. This is why you're the CEO of Warner Brothers and I'm just a little fucking podcaster over here.
It is a strong possibility with these fires in probably like 6 months to a year, you might see an influx of more reality programming again.
Or more Cop 3.
Or more independent stuff that couldn't, independent stuff because they wouldn't have the competition. And so, guys, we need to start writing on independent films right now so they will have it in the can. Ready.
I got one. It's called The Podcast. It's like about a bunch of fucking dopey fucking dudes who get up every morning. I wrote a script for it. I actually did about how stupid this life is. It's a dark comedy, basically. Dark.
But I'm not in it.
No, you are the dark.
I was gonna say, is it dark because of GD?
Yeah,
and you guys are the comedy. I got
GD and the Rev are both featured in it.
Can the Rev be played by Samuel L. Jackson though?
Why? Because they all look alike, don't they?
No, they don't all look alike. I just want Samuel L. Jackson because he's meaner.
And he says motherfucker a lot.
And Sam Jackson just turned 75 like a few months ago.
And that dude looks amazing for his age.
He's too old to play the Reverend.
Yeah, and I agree with Stevens. Sam Jackson looks great for 75 years old.
Yeah,
the dude legit looks 55, 60 maybe. In my opinion,
not in his new Capital One commercials, and isn't Capital One is going through some shit right now. They're
Well,
it doesn't talk about that.
I mean, that's not in the showbiz. We'll come back to that. Maybe talk to about Capital One's troubles after showbiz here. But we have to let the showbiz roll on because
the show must go on.
Yeah. So Neil Gaiman, he's facing some sexual assault allegations. He is a well-known author for like a book series called American Gods, which was at one point on Starz. It was a series on Starz. But yeah, he's got a few women that have come out and that they're saying that he sexually assaulted them.
So say his last name for me again.
Is it Gaiman?
Gayman?
Like Cayman, like Island.
It sounds like you ripped off my superhero movie.
For you to come out. It's 2025. It's okay.
No, it sounds like my superhero movie, Gay Man. When there's an ass that needs fucking or a dick that needs sucking, Gay Man is there. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right. So, speaking of hilarious, Bill Burr's special drops in March on Hilarious. And if you know anything about Hilarious, it's Hulu's attempt to get into stand-up comedy. They've released a couple specials so far this year. Alana Glazer, her special was pretty good. And Jim Gaffigan's was solid. So they continue to march on, and Bill Burr is up next.
That was a hilarious comment I wanted you to make earlier in the week. Is everybody was buzzing about March 14th, Bill Burr new special on Netflix on Hilarious.
Have you guys seen his movie Old Dads?
No, I have. Yes,
it is so good. It reminded me, honestly, it kind of was like watching myself parent from the outside. But the way that they dad is just a fantastic fucking movie. It's so good.
Did anyone catch his appearance on Kimmel? I watched that on YouTube, and he's getting some flack for that from the conservative bros because they're all uptight. But because he was talking about the conspiracies with the LA wildfires, and he basically just told all those people to go fuck themselves.
Wow.
It's like 12 minutes. Look it up. Bill Burr was on Jimmy Kimmel this week.
Yeah.
And he did not hold back. it's classic Bill Burr, and we need comedians like that, especially
He,
what's coming.
he never does hold back, and especially like these experts. Like he's trending on Twitter because of all the stuff that he says to these dopes and like the Rogans of the world about, you know what, you're not a fucking doctor. Stop playing a doctor. I went from being a expert in vaccines to a expert in fires overnight. It's like, fuck you, you stupid idiots. You don't know shit.
And I love it because he's so, not just that he says "go fuck you," but he's just so mean to them, as he should be, as a comic should be, and just tears their skin right off. I love that. That's a chef's kiss for a comedian.
Almost everything that he does is just so much fun to watch. Like, because you're like, I don't know who he's going to tear into, but I'm excited to watch it happen.
Yes, and he does like Ari Shaffir does. He skewers both sides, and as a comedian, that's what you're supposed to do.
Exactly. I love that about him. He does not take sides. So
yeah,
you know, I was really I don't want to derail your showbiz thing anymore, but I was really excited about watching Ari on Netflix yesterday. America's Sweetheart is I think that's the most recent one, and for some reason I don't know, I just couldn't connect with it. It felt like the production. I don't know. The sound was off. It sounded like, I know it was getting board audio, but it sounded like room audio, and for me, it was just really disconcerting. I could not enjoy. So I'm going to try again, but 10 minutes in, I was like, I'm not laughing at this. It's just too weird. It feels weird.
Was it the set? Was it his set? Because his set is different for his stand-up special. He's like in the woods.
Right. It's like the Copacabana, like he's doing a lounge act or something. It's very weird.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's Ari, so Ari is a little weird.
Yeah.
So speaking of comedy, Conan O'Brien is scheduled to receive the Mark Twain Award in comedy. This, I don't know, this just seems to make sense. Conan's been around for ever. Conan's a funny guy. So yeah, he is up next to receive the Mark Twain Award in comedy.
I wouldn't, you know what? Good for him. I'm a fan of his. I respect the work that he's done. I would have never imagined when he first came on the scene that this would be the case 30 years later. Like,
he was my favorite late night guy my entire life.
Obviously, you don't know Craig Ferguson. Fuck you, you fucking.
I didn't. I'm not a. I don't like Craig Ferguson. I've never been a fan.
Get off my show.
Okay.
Yeah, Craig Ferguson for me too is like 50-50. I think Conan is funnier.
Dude, by far funnier. Like,
all right, both of you guys, get the fuck out of here.
Have you ever watched any of Conan's like travel shows that he's done?
No.
They're out on Max and stuff. They are fucking excellent. They're very funny, and they're very good. So if you never checked out Conan's like travel series that has out there, go check him out. If you like,
where is that? Where? That's interesting. I didn't even know about it. This is how out of touch I am.
Yeah, I think they're all on Max. I think. Maybe.
Yeah, he's got that. And then he also has a podcast that's on YouTube.
Yeah, the podcast I've seen. But the other thing, is it network or is it just like a streaming thing or like a YouTube? What is it?
I think they're all on Max. You'd have to do a search to see where they're at, but they're on those streaming services.
All right, cool. Now the Mark Twain Award. That's kind of I remember watching when Chappelle got it, and it just feels like I don't know. It's not comedy. It's stuffiness. It's pomp.
Kevin Hart won this too.
Yeah, it was just supposed to be a night of celebration for your body of work.
Yeah, my body.
I think Conan deserves it, man.
I think Ron just said he wants to celebrate my body. I think he said that.
Jesus, right? Matt. We're not bears, man. We're not.
One of my favorite comics came out of the Conan O'Brien show. Deon Cole. I love Deon Cole. He's fucking hysterical.
Can't believe the number of comedians who've been on Conan that I'm actually acquaintances with. It's surprising to me that he's had so many people that I know on. So good fan. Yeah, I mean, basically very, very respectful of the career Conan has had, without a doubt.
Yeah, he was a writer on The Simpsons and shit like that. So enjoy the suffering, everybody.
So
will you have TikTok or won't you?
Are you implying that I'm going to be suffering if they take TikTok down? Is that the implication here?
No, it's. I mean, it doesn't look like it's going to be banned, but who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Hilarious knows. Who
Yeah,
knows?
hilarious knows. So that's showbiz, everybody.
Look, I'm on top now, and you're a power bottom. How do you like it?
Like we said, Matt, it's okay. You can come out and just.
I am out. I'm out. Right? I'm not in. Am I in? Well, I guess I am in. Go figure.
Are you going to be wearing a Hawaiian shirt for us next Friday?
I have plenty of. You know what? I perform in Hawaiian shirts all the time, and people don't like them, which is why I wear them. I'm like Don Ho. That's a reference. Steven, you know who Don Ho is?
What'd you call me?
Don Ho.
I'm not a dumb hoe.
Dumb Ho. Don Ho.
Oh, Don Ho? I do not know who that is, no.
All right.
I know a little bit, just vaguely, about Don Ho. Was that like America's time when they kind of discovered Hawaii, even though it had been there forever?
He was our token Hawaiian. We needed a token Hawaiian, and Tiny Bubbles was his big hit. Tiny Bubbles. Oh my God! Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? It was pop song. Yeah, it was good. Anyone else? Doug's Drugstore Jane. It was a pretty good one, also.
I heard that was good. I have not seen that though. I have not seen that yet.
Yeah. No, and Don Ho. I'm sorry.
Who's Don Ho?
Don Ho was the Hawaiian Elvis or something in the 70s, but he wasn't an Elvis. He was more of a Hawaiian Barry Manilow that they tried to make it into a. And I shouldn't say that. That's bad for Barry Manilow, because Barry Manilow at least had a string of hits. Don Ho had one fucking hit, Tiny Bubble.
I would think of Don Ho as being like the Hawaiian croon, or just a Hawaiian crooner, but he didn't really croon, did he?
What's a croon?
Well, he kind of did. Yeah.
Iglesias came on the scene as well around the Don.
Here's the best analogy, metaphor. Don Ho was the Hawaiian Engelbert Humperdinck.
What the fuck does that mean?
He liked to Humperdinck.
Oh, she had a dink?
Yeah, Engelbert Humperdinck was like really popular back in the days of Tom Jones. Who's Tom Jones? No.
Yeah, who's Tom Jones? What the fuck?
So when Don Ho was on the scene, is that when Iglesias kind of picked up too?
No, it was 20 years before Iglesias.
Okay.
Yeah, we had Jose Feliciano between Don Ho and Iglesias.
Yeah, because Iglesias' his son Enrique, that is a hot man.
I know.
Enrique Iglesias?
Well,
I'm
talking about his
father.
What was the father's name? What was I don't remember the father's name.
I don't.
To all the girls I've loved before, coming in and out my door.
That was Willie Nelson.
Yeah, but it was a duet with the father Iglesias, whatever his name, Julio. Right?
Yes, that's it. Julio Iglesias.
Don Ho.
Okay. I don't know him still, but okay.
Yeah,
he's from Hawaii. From Hawaii 5-0.
He was in Hawaii 5-0?
No.
Oh.
It's just Hawaii. Anyway, you have to, if you're Hawaiian, it's obligatory that you wear a lei. I don't know why.
And no, Slaptail Squad. I did not watch Brady Bunch. I'm not fucking 50 years old.
Have you ever watched the movie Permanent Midnight?
No.
It's the movie is about a comedic writer by the name of Jerry Stahl, and it's about his heroin addiction. And he worked on the 80s sitcom Alf, and Ben Stiller plays Jerry Stahl. That movie is fucking wild. It's sad.
What's it on?
I'm not sure where you would find. You just have to do a search for it. But it's called Permanent Midnight, and there is a scene where he's shooting up heroin, and Alf comes attacks him. It is fucking insane.
Oh my god! What movie was it that started out in the first 10 seconds with Jim Carrey fucking a dude in the ass?
So every movie starts that way.
No, it's like I can't.
Me, Myself, and Irene.
The Godfather.
No, it's not that one.
From Here to Eternity.
No,
Sound
I
of
can't.
Music.
It literally starts out with.
They all start that way.
No, it literally starts out with a guy getting like done in the butt, and then it pans and zooms up. And it's Jim
Wuthering
Carrey.
Heights and
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective 2.
Jesus Christ, no.
White Christmas.
You just got to ignore it, Steven. They're stroking out.
I think so.
Oh, Ron, well, you tell us the name of the movie because we don't know. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
The only thing I could think of is maybe like that Clint Eastwood movie. That it's sudden.
Oh, here it is. It's I Love You, Philip Morris.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, him and is that Ethan?
Yep.
What's his name? Evan.
Ethan something.
Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke. That's it. It's Ethan Hawke.
Right.
Now,
Yeah,
how did you
that is
Google
about
that?
a
Did you
guy,
say?
yeah.
Did you Google? Did you put in Google Jim Carrey fucking the man in the ass in the movie?
I googled Jim Carrey sex scene.
Wow.
Gay sex scene. It's the first thing that popped up.
And now you're
Oh, no, it's not
when
Ethan
you
Hawke.
die when you die on the operating table with a dick with a drill bit in your cock.
Ewan McGregor.
They're gonna say check his browser history.
Yes.
And that's the first thing that's gonna come up.
Oh, my search history is probably going to get me in prison if it's ever found, but that's fine.
Let's throw a little excitement and bone slap tails way. It's next week we are having the world, or at least self-proclaimed world's greatest Brady Bunch expert on. The day before we have the porn guy on. So,
expert. What is this? Fucking 1985?
I don't know. The guy wanted to be on the show to talk about his book about the Brady Bunch. And I figured, with all this boxing around and Nicole Hamburger stuff about how I can't get the layout right.
There they are. Wow. Ewan McGregor and Jim Carrey. And I Love You, Philip Morris.
Wow.
Dude, literally that first 5 minutes of that movie when that came on, I was like, nope, I'm done. I didn't even make it past that part. I was like, no. Why is Jim Carrey doing that? That's not the Grinch.
So
speaking of Jim Carrey, Lana is coming on Tuesday the 28th. That's what she's booked.
Yeah.
She wanted to go on next week, but we're booked. So she said she couldn't find an open thing.
You should have asked her if she wanted to come today.
Yeah,
I did.
Except Stephen would find a way to scare her away. Now that's what they're going to say. They say, "Well, he's got a drill bit in his cock. Obviously, he's dead. Let's check his. Oh, what's going on? Oh,
well, we're talking about gay movies. This is My Private Idaho. This is from the '80s with Keanu Reeves and River Phoenix.
River Phoenix. Speaking of shooting up heroin and dying on the street,
River runs deep. Phoenix.
6 foot deep for River.
Yeah.
Get it? Because he's dead. Anyway.
Yeah. Join us in the next segment called Bad Shtick.
Is
that another gay movie?
Yeah. Or maybe we should call it Low Hanging Fruit.
Yeah. Talk softly and carry a bad shtick.
Oh, that's funny.
You guys have shows tonight?
Yeah, I'm putting on a show for all the nursing staff here.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to be there till Sunday? Why can't you just go home and do it in your own garage? Just whip out?
No, they
be a man up.
Hopefully, they said hopefully if not today, if not tomorrow, Sunday.
But did you have to cancel shows to get your dick drilled?
Say that again.
Did you have to cancel shows to get your dick drilled? Listen, boss, I can't make it today. No, I'm a little. I'm getting my dick drilled.
No, I had nothing going on this weekend anyway. I just have Summit City Wednesday, and then like I said, Thursday I pick up my car and I head out. So,
what a loser! What a total loser.
I know.
This Saturday, I will be in Williamsport, Pennsylvania at the Back Alley Bar and Grill. Show starts at 8 p.m., $10 cover. So please come out to that. On the show is Ridge Hirschberger. He has appeared on Kill Tony, and it's going to be a fun show.
Now, Foul Mouth Teacher, when he was, I saw a clip from him on Kill Tony, and Rogan was there on the panel that day, right? Steven, you watched this Foul Mouth on Kill Tony?
Not yet. Not this last time. It was the HEB Center, the Christmas special. It's not out yet. It was live streamed on their website, but not on YouTube yet.
Because there were people on that panel I didn't recognize, but
well, there was Adam Ray dressed up as Joe Biden. There was I think Ari Shaffir showed up, and I know Joe Rogan was on the panel.
People wear disguises on Kill Tony or something. They don't want like they're
well. Adam Ray does. Adam Ray is known for his characters that he plays. So he does a good Joe Biden. He does a decent. Actually, just Joe Biden. And
he doesn't have a stone or something. He just likes to have his dick drilled just for kicks.
Did you see Steven, did you see Adam Ray's clip when he's on stage at the store talking about meeting Kid Rock?
Oh, yeah. Yes. I was like, oh, it's so good. I would have loved to be there just while he was just roasting Kid Rock. It would have been great. Yeah. I love Adam Ray, dude. He is definitely.
Can you get him on the program? Call him up.
No, he's too big already. But he's definitely one of my new favorites right now.
You know we have G.D. Fenderson on this program.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying Adam Ray is too big?
Yes.
Well, I'm a 2XL. I don't know what Adam Ray is.
Oh, he's probably a 2XL also.
Okay.
The question I have for him, I wonder if he's going to rest the Dr. Phil character for a bit, or just keep grinding that out while he can.
I mean, he has this whole year booked for Dr. Phil, so I don't know, man. But I mean, it's cool though that he's also touring as himself, and then he's also doing the Kill Tony stuff where he does new characters on there all the time. So
yeah,
I mean, it looks. I hope he doesn't stagnate on that for sure.
Entertainer, he's just getting close to walking that line where he might just get stuck in that, and I'd hate to see that happen to him.
Yeah, I agree. His stand-up is solid. He's super funny. His crowd work is good, and his character. And he's not like Matt Rife with his crowd work.
Occasional hazard in the 70s where these guys did a character. And then they had to do that character and never be out of it. And,
that shit still happens.
He definitely walks that line with Dr. Phil 100%. But I mean, at the moment, it's not losing momentum. I mean, it's selling tickets. People love it. It's selling merch.
It becomes lucrative that you can't say no to it anymore. Right?
But at the same time, though. I feel like I don't know him, but I feel like he's the type of person that will know when it's time to hang it up. At least that's the vibe he gives. Well, if that'll happen or not, that's another story, but we'll see.
There's three comedians that come to mind whenever you say this. One was a guy who did Foster Brooks, the drunk. There's a guy.
I don't know who that is.
He started off on the Bill Cosby's variety show, and he was like really funny as a drunk.
Foster Brooks.
Yes, Foster Brooks. And then there was the guy, and I don't remember his name, because my name is Raymond J. Johnson Jr., but you can call me Ray. You can call me Jay. And no matter what he was in, they had him do that. And then finally was Father Guido Sarducci from Saturday Night Live, that character. I don't think he's ever done anything else ever again.
Michael Sarducci, is that what that was his name?
I don't know. He was supposed to be Father Sarducci.
No, Father Sarducci, yeah. But what was the guy's name? But he did do other characters. He had a movie he wrote for himself where he was like 4 or 5 different characters in the movie. But he had different. But yeah, that was his main thing, that Father Sarducci, and then he couldn't get away from that.
Right.
Yeah. I'm Sarducci.
Oh, and what's his name? God damn it, Pauly Shore.
Mm.
Once he started doing the Weasel.
Oh, he still does it. He still does it today.
But the thing is, when he had disappeared for a while, and he came back and he tried to do straight stand up, and the audience turned on him. I mean, they would not let him do anything but that.
There's
And-
Foster Brooks.
Yeah. He was the the bad, like the obvious drunk. Like he didn't even do it well. But
right, he did Bill Cosby, and he did a lot of Dean Martin Rose.
Dean Martin Rose, yeah, that was his big claim to fame.
You know, one of the best turns of being stuck in a character and getting out of it is Bobcat Goldthwait.
Dude, for real though.
Yeah. He left that persona behind, and I'm not sure if you've ever heard the story. The first time he came out as just Bob, and he was at Sturgis when it happened. And he came out and started doing, and they were like, "Do the character," and he told him, "Go fuck yourself. I'm doing comedy."
See, that's it. Pauly Shore tried the same thing. He got adamant, and they just started chanting "Weasel, Weasel, Weasel," and he just caved and did it.
Well,
I think that's because Bobcat is definitely a better comedian.
Well, but the other thing too is a lot of the people that know them don't even really know them from their stand-up. They know them from the movies, which is why they're so give me the voices, you know.
Well, here's a couple of things. GD's best friend of the last 37 years, Barry Katz, was taking credit. He gave his story about how he discovered Bobcat and gave him his first big stage opportunity. But in the way he tells the story, what Bobcat just got so tired of fighting with Sam Kinison, because Sam Kinison was accusing Bobcat of stealing his, because we both scream, was stealing his act. And Bobcat just got tired of the fight, and that's why he was breaking it.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, there's Bob. That's the current picture of Bobcat. For context,
he's a director too. I mean,
yes.
He's doing big things. He's cool.
He has made some great movies. They're dark comedies, but they're funny. Like World's Greatest Dad is one of my favorite movies, and is fucking dark as hell. Then his first movie was about a guy who catches his girlfriend pleasing a dog.
Yeah. He was very good friends with Robin Williams, and he said he was sitting next to Robin Williams at the Oscars, and Robin Williams went up and got an Oscar and gave a speech, and then because they always used to talk about suicide, and right after his speech, as he was getting back to his seat, Bobcat said, "So how are you going to do it?" that was all they were caring about. They were obsessed with suicide.
Now, I don't know if you guys remember a comedian named John Witherspoon, black guy. He was in a few, I guess, Eddie Murphy. Okay.
He was got Friday.
Right. And he had this routine where he had like a suit or something with mushrooms on it, like a mushroom jacket and a vest. And his line was, "Coordinate. You got to coordinate." The last time I saw him before he died, he was trying to do stand-up. And he was at the point where for 20 minutes he didn't do any jokes. People just hollered out movies he was in, and he did quotes from the movies.
Wow.
That's it.
Yeah. There's Jonathan Witherspoon for context.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he died this year, didn't he?
No, a few years
or last
ago.
Year, was it?
Probably some other black guy died, but they all look alike.
No, I know him because the reason I know him mostly is from Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's real. Whatever.
Yeah, I think that like Friday was sort of a resurgence for him.
Yeah, because I heard he was in a bunch of stuff before that, but I'd never heard of him at all until Friday, and then after Friday, he was in everything again.
Yeah.
What was
his stand-up stuff?
What was he director of? Was it Kimmel? One of the late night shows he was the director for. All right.
Anything about somebody else?
Huh?
Anything someone else? I don't think he ever directed. I don't think that was.
No, he was. He started not started out, but when the show started out, Bobcat was the original director. I think it might have been Kimmel.
Okay, yes, you're right. Bobcat did direct Kimmel
for the first 2 years of the show. He was the director, which is you never hear about that kind of stuff. Stand-up comedians going to direct talk show, be a director behind the. That's just a strange transition.
in current times, that would actually be like Bo Burnham, because Bo Burnham has actually directed a stand-up special or two.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He's also directed some movies and some TV shows as well recently. He's doing a lot more behind the scenes now.
Very interesting guy. I'm a fan of his.
Oh, Bo Burnham?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I saw him live. He signed his poetry book for me. I am a huge his intellectual form of comedy just is so much fun to watch and listen to. Oh God, he's so good. When I met him, it's one of the few times I almost fanboyed out because I was like, dude, I don't know how your brain works, but it's magical.
You know,
and he goes, I know.
were you ever a fan of Paul Provenza's The Green Room?
Of what?
Paul Provenza had The Green Room, where it was in the middle of I might have been a Comedy Store, but they would just have a bunch of comedians sitting around a circle, a room full of
Bo Burnham was on there. I saw him on there.
Yeah. But Bo Burnham was on that. He was a kid. I mean, literally like 23 or something. And he's in the middle of all these old boomer and even old World War II generation comedians who really didn't know what he was. And then Paul Provenza said, "Would you do this on one of his songs?" And he went over and he did it, and it just killed the room. That's the first.
He did Art Is Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
that does not surprise me. Bo is one funny motherfucker.
Bo is a fucking genius, in my opinion. He's an intellectual genius for sure.
Yeah, and he was super impressive as a 23-year-old to people like Gary Shandling, who Gary Shandling was pretty. He had a pretty amazing career for a while, and groundbreaking and different kind of career, and to really like blow that guy away as a 23-year-old when Gary Shandling was whatever 50, that takes some doing, and that's an impressive thing. So right from that moment, I was like, this is a guy to be following, and I have followed Bo Burnham. I did not know he was directing now, but doesn't surprise me. Very bright young man, not a young man anymore. Probably he's older than Steven, right?
He's about my age.
Yeah. All right, so he's old now. Yeah. All right. You want to crash this into a wall?
It's wall time, baby.
Wait, what is Becky saying? Seriously, he was so nice. Who was so nice? What?
Pauly Shore, maybe?
Paul is so sweet. Paul's a good guy. I mean, he definitely is. He was so nice to me when I had one of my surgeries. Paul's show. Surgeries. Paul's show. What do you mean? He was nice. This is curious. Like, what is Paul showing up at the hospital room?
Next time Elizabeth Coyden is on, you could ask her about Pauly Shore. She was friends with him for a while.
Pauly Shore?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. All right. Wheeze, man. Paul Provenza. All right. All right. You want to crash this into a wall?
Yeah.
Well, what's the phrase that pays?
Don't forget to turn on your radio.
You finish solid.
Long division.
to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen